I think everyone at the CVB does a great job. I think they could even do a better job if the voters could give them a great tool to use after February 8th. I think our conference center and the increase of our lodging tax is something that we as leaders need to get behind. I think by voting on this lodging tax on February 8th, it will basically give our state capital something, a trump card that no other state or no other city has. We have a long list of attractions that only people here sometimes know. One big one right now is obviously MSP. We must continue to work with the state to try to get control of MSP, at least for our tours. Steve Picker and his group currently, they do a great job with that. As time goes on, we would like to obviously protect MSP as a whole. I think some things that we look at down the road, I know that there's some people that still wish that we had an old jail to look at. I will not, as I said earlier, I will not play Monday morning quarterback to someone else's play on the field. I will let the voters make up their mind on February 8th on how they feel about that. But I think the biggest thing is that we need to remember from the CVB and other issues that we can learn from our past, and we must keep looking towards our future.
I believe tourism is one of the major building blocks of our new and improved economy. Although we've made some progress in the last few years with CVB, there's still a lot of unrealized potential. It's one of the strengths, along with things that are related to state government, like trade associations, publishing, healthcare services. It falls right in that same category as a major area that we can create growth. By statute, the Missouri State Penitentiary Redevelopment Commission controls the property. However, I think any mayor and commission would be very foolish not to include the CVB in ongoing decisions in regard to the future of that site, especially in the restoration of historic buildings, but generally all of it. They are a major stakeholder there with MSP, as the chamber is with economic development overall. If the redevelopment commission can be reconfigured with more local control, I would recommend that one automatic seat be given to CVB so that they can be a participant, we can have good communications. The others coming from the chamber, the city, and the county. I think they're that important, and the prison's that important to have equal status, maybe not the equal number of appointees, but equal status and be a active participant.
As mayor, the first thing I would do, I would go up to what we call the green building. I would get an organization together to go up there, and we would politely tell them to get off their duff and go down to the state penitentiary and tell us exactly what needs to be done to get equality for the hazardous waste that is there. We cannot do any type of potential on that property until we figure out what we're going to do with the hazardous waste that is there. So that you didn't know, there was a tannery in there. Tannery is one of the worst places in the world for child getting all kinds of nice diseases you wouldn't believe, and cancerous type. The next thing I would do after that, I would make an appointment to see the governor, all the state senators, and all the congressmen or House representatives of the state of Missouri, so they would get it qualified so we can do something legal on that piece of property. Today we're giving tours. I don't even know if these people have insurance if I fall down on one of these tours. Or the city is self-insured, but the Convention Bureau is not. No. Thank you.
I don't think you call it a rebuttal if you agree that the CVB is doing a great job, Randy. Thank you.
You heard what I said a while ago. I would love to have an investigation on tactics done by the Visitors Bureau. I'm not against Steve Picker, and I'm not against the Visitors Bureau, but I'm against somebody coming along and tripping on one of these deals and saying, oh, I got sued. And the other factor is they meet in front of that building, and they do say they have unpaid employees giving that tour. I know for a fact there was a councilman that sits right here in this chair that got paid to do the tours. And they should have posted, as law says, what the prevailing wage is and what their workman's comp insurance rate is and who's carrying the workman's comp, because they are not an annex of the city. Thank you.